I will explain about inductance of the solenoid. So first of all, solenoid means a cylindrical shaped non-magnetic frame which has large number of closely spaced turns of insulating wire. So whenever current flowing through this solenoid, then magnetic field is set up. Now we are going to determine what is the inductance of this particular solenoid. So let us consider this solenoid along z axis. Let the number of turns on the solenoid is capital N and the radius of the solenoid is small a meter, and let the current flowing through this solenoid is denoted by the letter capital I. And in order to determine inductance of the solenoid, first we need to determine the magnetic field intensity at any point in the magnetic field developed by the solenoid, and then we need to determine magnetic flux density, that is B bar. From this B bar we need to determine the flux produced by the solenoid by using the formula phi is equals to surface integral of B bar dot ds bar, and then we need to determine inductance of the solenoid by using the formula L is equals to N phi by I, where N is number of turns and I is current flowing through the solenoid and phi is the flux developed by the solenoid whenever it carries a current I. So these are the steps required to determine the inductance of the solenoid. And we already know that the magnetic field intensity at any point due to solenoid, that is H bar is equals to Ni by L into Uz bar. So this is the formula for magnetic field intensity at any point due to solenoid if the solenoid is having an infinite length. So this formula we already derived in third chapter. So we are directly using this formula. So H bar is equals to Ni by L into Uz bar. From this, B bar is equals to mu into H bar. So that is equals to mu into H bar means Ni by L into Uz bar. So after determining B bar, we need to calculate flux produced by the solenoid. That is phi is equals to surface integral of B bar dot ds bar. From this, phi is equals to surface integral of B bar means mu into Ni by L into Uz bar dot ds bar. So the differential surface here is rho into d rho into d phi into Uz bar. So from this, Uz dot Uz means 1. So this phi becomes phi is equals to surface integral of mu into N into I by L rho into d rho into d phi. So here mu N I by and L, these are constants. So take common, then mu phi is equals to mu into Ni by L integral rho into d rho, and the limits of rho is from 0 to a, that means the radius of the solenoid, and integral d phi, and the limits of phi is from 0 to 2 pi. So from this, phi is equals to N into mu into N into I by L, and integral rho means rho square by 2, and the limits are from 0 to a. Integral d phi means phi, and the limits are from 0 to 2 pi. From this, the flux produced by the solenoid phi is equals to mu into N into I by L into, after substituting the limits we can get a square by 2 into, after substituting the limits we can get 2 pi here. Then phi is equals to these two cancel with each other. Then we can get mu N I divided by L, and here we have phi into a square, which is denoted by the letter capital A, which is called as cross section area of this solenoid. Okay, so the cross section area of cylinder is circle. So pi a square means cross section area of the solenoid, where a is radius of the solenoid. So it is denoted by the letter capital A. So from this, the flux produced by the solenoid phi is equals to mu into N into I by I into A divided by L. Now we need to determine inductance of the solenoid, that is L is equals to N phi by I. So this is the common formula for any coil in order to determine the inductance. So from this, it is equals to N. So we are assuming the total number of turns are capital N, and the current flowing through the solenoid is I, and phi is determined, that is mu into N into I into A by L. So substitute this phi in this equation, then we can get L is equals to, so here we have N and N, so N square mu A, and this I and I are cancelled with each other, so we have divided by L. So this is the formula for inductance of the solenoid. That is L is equals to N square into mu into A by L, where N is number of turns in the solenoid, mu is permeability, which is equals to mu naught into mu R, and A is cross section area of the solenoid, and L is length of the solenoid. Now I will tell you how to determine the inductance of a toroid. First of all, toroid means if the solenoid is bent in the form of a circle or ring, then it is called as a toroid. Okay. So here it has capital N number of turns, and this is the inner radius of the toroid, which is denoted by the letter R suffix I, and this is outer radius of the toroid, which is denoted by the letter R suffix O, and this is the mean radius of the toroid, which is denoted by the letter R suffix M. Now the mean radius Rm is equals to Ri plus R naught divided by 2. So we need to use this mean radius in order to determine the length of the toroid. Okay. So here length of the toroid means circumference or perimeter, which is equals to 2 pi Rm, where Rm is mean radius of the toroid. Okay. Now here also, in order to determine the inductance of the toroid, first we need to calculate magnetic field intensity H bar and then B bar by using the relation B bar equals to mu into H bar, and then we need to determine flux produced by the toroid. After that we need to determine inductance of the toroid by using the formula L is equals to N phi by I. Okay. And we know that the magnetic field intensity due to toroid also H bar is equals to Ni by L into Uz bar. The same formula which is used in the case of solenoid can be used here also, because those two are same, but toroid is bent in the form of a circle only. So the magnetic field intensity due to toroid, that is H bar, is equals to Ni by L into Uz bar, where N is the number of turns in the toroid, which is assumed as capital N, and I is the current flowing through the toroid, which can be assumed as capital I, and L means length of the toroid. Here the length of the toroid means circumference of the toroid or perimeter of the toroid, that is equals to 2 pi Rm, where Rm is the mean radius of the toroid. So here length means circumference, which is equals to 2 pi Rm. Okay. So that is only the difference between solenoid and toroid. Okay. So here B bar is equals to mu into H bar, that is equals to mu into H bar means Ni by L, where L is 2 pi Rm. Ni by L into Uz bar. From this B bar is equals to mu into N into I divided by L. L means 2 pi Rm into Uz bar. From this flux produced by the toroid, phi is equals to surface integral of B bar dot ds bar, which is equals to surface integral of B bar means mu into N into I by 2 pi Rm Uz bar dot ds bar, surface rho into d rho into d phi into Uz bar. So dot product of Uz and Uz is 1. So we can get phi mu into N into I by 2 pi Rm integral rho into d rho, and the rho limits are from 0 to A, where A is cross section area of the toroid. So this one. So if we cut this one, then we can get some cross section area which is like a circle. So this radius is called as cross section area of the cross section radius of the toroid, which is denoted by the letter small a. So integral rho into d rho, and rho limits are from 0 to A, and integral d phi, and phi limits are from 0 to 2 pi. From this flux phi is equals to mu into N into I by 2 pi Rm into integral rho means rho square by 2, and after substituting the limits, then we can get a square by 2 into integral d phi means phi, and after substituting the limits we can get 2 pi. So that is equals to mu into N into I, and this 2 and 2 are cancelled with each other, and pi a square is called as cross section area of the toroid, which is denoted by the letter capital A, divided by 2 pi Rm, which is called as length of the toroid. Otherwise it is called as circumference of the toroid. From this flux produced by the toroid phi is mu into N into I into A divided by 2 pi Rm. Now the total inductance of the toroid L is equals to N phi by I, where N is total number of turns and I is current flowing through the toroid, and phi is flux produced by the toroid. So from this it is equals to N into phi means mu N I capital A divided by 2 pi Rn divided by I. So here I and I cancel with each other. Then the total inductance of the toroid L is equals to N into N, that means N square mu, that is permeability, and A of the toroid divided by 2 pi Rm. So this is the formula for inductance of the toroid.